Hello TC Arena, this is LazyCast. Today we're gonna be talking about Ruby. Ruby is a fantastic Vanguard hero. She can be unlocked at 1,000 trophies in Hall of Fame, so she's really easy to get. If you play Ruby well, you can be such a hard tank while also dealing a ton of damage. To help you do just that, here are 10 pro tips for you. Let's get started. Tip number 1. Pop your shields early. Unlike all the other Vanguard heroes, Ruby's Mystic Shields move forward. This is a very important trait to leverage. You should pop that shield even if no fights are happening, and aim it towards the direction where enemies may be coming from. This will give you a first mover advantage because they'll have to break your shield before they can attack you. It works particularly well against long-range damage heroes like Osas and Mark. You can adjust your position immediately when you see one of your shields down, meaning someone's attacking. Tip number 2. Focus on the opponent's Vanguard hero. Ruby is great at tanking out while also dealing damage. If she's close to an enemy like Fort, she could tank out his damage and break through his defense. Because Ruby is much more mobile than the other Vanguards, there's very little they can do. You will force the enemy to keep his focus on you and buy time for your damaged teammates to do their magic. You can also deal a good amount of close range damage and get some kills. This brings us to tip number 3. Headshots. Ruby's weapon fires in 3 straight projectiles. When you're engaged in a fight, you want to land some headshots to deal as much burst damage as possible. This is especially important when you're tanking out in close range. You need to keep aiming at the enemy's head to make sure you deal consistently high damage. Even with a hero like Fort, if you do enough headshots, you can finish him in no time. Tip number 4. Don't stay put, keep moving. Ruby is very mobile, and that's her most important advantage over all of the other Vanguard heroes. Jabali's movement is greatly restricted when he uses his shield. Fort's attack speed and reload time makes him inflexible at times, but Ruby, she shoots really fast, reloads really quickly, and always move with the same speed. You need to keep moving all the time to leverage all of these traits. Most importantly, you should keep moving around your shield so that the enemies waste a lot of the damage on the shield. You should also move in quickly to help your teammates when needed. Tip number 5. Waste their auto fire. This is especially useful against heroes like Sindri. Sindri's Rage Ball automatically attack the closest target and prioritize attacking shields. So if you pop your shield near the Rage Ball, you can force it to attack the shield. This will buy time for a team to clear the way and move in to your desired position. You can even use the shield to identify enemy location because their auto fire will kick in to attack it. Tip number 6. Hold it out in a close range fight. Popping your shield creates a short window for the enemy to gain a positional advantage against you. So when you suddenly engage in a close range fight, don't pop your shield right away. Focus your effort on dealing damage first. At the same time, move towards a better position to avoid enemy from getting the heals. When you know you can't take any more damage, pop your shield. This will disrupt the opponent's strategy, and by that time, their health would be low enough for you to finish them off. So next time when you're in such positions, try not to pop your shield right away and hold it out until you're in a better position to do so. Finally, a few important tips for Ruby's ultimate abilities. Tip number 7. Save your ultimate, don't use it. Ruby's ultimate has a very long charging time. In a quick game modes like TDM and free-for-all, you will at most have one chance to use your ultimate. In game modes like Payload Escort, you might have the chance to use it 2 to 3 times, but it's not guaranteed. So make sure you don't pop it the moment it's fully charged. Save it and keep it until it's the right time. But then what's the right time? Tip number 8. Use the ultimate only in open areas. Ruby's Secret Bolt traces the enemy but explodes when it hits a wall, so only use it in open areas to avoid having many of the bolts hitting the wall instead of the enemies. Also, tip number 9, use the ultimate only when multiple enemies are in sight. Secret bolts can get you multiple kills if they all land on the enemies. When only one enemy is within sight, you'll waste most of the bolts. So to deal the absolute most damage, save your second ult until you see at least 2 heroes in an open area that you're pretty sure will get hit by the bolts. Finally, tip number 10. Use the ultimate only when you have enough HP. Secret bolt travels slowly. It takes some time for all the bolts to land. So if you're under attack and low on HP, that is when you don't want to use your ultimate. You'll probably get killed before you can deal any meaningful damage. So save it until you know you're in good health in an open area and see multiple heroes within range. And that's the right time for you to use Ruby's ultimate ability. So there you have it, 10 pro tips for Ruby. Do you usually pick Ruby as your Vanguard hero? Or do you tend to choose Jabali and Forts? Leave a comment down below and share your strategy. Also, tell us which hero you'd like to see more pro tips on, and we'll create more videos like these. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified. We're T3 Arena, and we'll see you in the next one.
You'll give me a fun time, won't you?
Let's stick together. Thank you. Hi there. Thanks. Thank you. Rally up. Let's stick together. Don't let up. We can do this.
The payload is approaching a checkpoint.
can do this.
The payload is approaching its destination.